This video explains how to set up the Eclipse environment for Learn Java in N-Games. There are 4 things you need to do. 1. Install the Java Development Kit. 2. Install Eclipse. 3. Add JUnit to your build path. And 4. Install the stdlib library. Don't worry, all of the software is free, easy to install, and platform independent. First, you'll need Java. It's important to distinguish between the Java Runtime Environment, or JRE, which lets you run Java programs, and the Java Development Kit, or JDK, which lets you write your own Java programs. You want the JDK. There's a decent chance that you already have Java installed on your machine, especially if it's a Mac or Linux box and you've been doing your updates. If not, or if you're not sure, go to java.com, search for JDK, and download it. Unless you have a very old computer, you want a 64-bit version. Follow the instructions for installing it. You can get Eclipse at eclipse.org. Click on the download link and get the standard version, the first one at the top. Again, you want a 64-bit version. Pick a mirror site located near you and start downloading. When it's done, unzip it and move the resulting folder to your Applications folder or wherever you keep your programs. Inside the Eclipse folder, there is a program called Eclipse with a purple ball icon. It's probably best to add it to your dock or taskbar so you won't have to search for it the next time you want to run it. Now it's time to test out Eclipse. Eclipse asks you for a workspace, which is a folder where it's going to keep all of your programs. I recommend using the default location and checking the box so you never have to think about it again. The very first time you use Eclipse, you'll see this screen. You want to go to the Workbench. This is the main Eclipse screen. You'll be spending a lot of time here. On the left is a list of your projects. There aren't any yet, but you'll fix that in a moment. Your code will appear in the big window in the center. Some additional views appear on the right and at the bottom. Start by making a new Java project. Call it Hello. Click Finish, and there it is. Clicking on the little triangle next to your project shows that it contains 2 things: Source, the folder where you'll put all of your code, and the Java System Library. Let's write a simple Java class or program. Right-click on Source and choose New Class. Clear out the Package field. That will be useful when you get to writing more complicated programs, but it's overkill now. You have to give your class a name. Call it Hello, but sticking with Java convention, start with an uppercase H. Check the box for public static void main string array args, and click Finish. Here's your class. Inside it is the main method or function. For now, all of your code will go inside the main method. The comment here reminds you that this method was automatically generated and is just a stub. It doesn't do anything yet. Delete that to keep your code nice and neat. Add 1 line in the main method for the traditional first program, Hello World. Now you can save the program using either the File menu a hotkey, or this picture of a floppy disk. To run the program, right-click on it, choose Run as Java Application. Alternately, use the rather elaborate hotkey or click on this green Play button. The output of your program appears down here in the console view. Hooray, it worked! There are two more things you need to do to get set up for Learn Java in Endgames. You won't need JUnit for the first couple of assignments, but you may as well take care of it now. Right-click on your project and choose Build Path, Add Libraries. Choose JUnit and Next. Be sure the version says JUnit 4 and then click Finish. There it is. The last step is to install the stdlib library developed by Robert Sedgwick and Kevin Wayne for use with their outstanding textbooks. We'll put a link to the file on the Learn Java in Endgames website, but I'll also show you where to find it on the author's website. Go to introcs.cs.princeton.edu. Click on Code, then on Standard Input and Output Libraries. Here's where you need to be a bit careful. In their books, Sedgwick and Wayne don't use packages, but you eventually will. You therefore do not want this file, stdlib.jar, but this one, stdlibpackage.jar. Once the download is complete, open the folder where you keep your downloads. Arrange your windows so that you can see both Eclipse and the folder. Drag stdlibpackage.jar from the folder and drop it onto your project. Choose Copy Files. Finally, right-click on stdlibpackage.jar, Build Path, Add to Build Path. A word of warning, if you use some other method to copy a file, Eclipse may not realize that it's in the workspace. You can fix this by right-clicking on the project and choosing Refresh. To test it out, modify your Hello program to use the library. Add an import line at the top. Now, within the main method, you can shorten system.out.println to just println. That change alone may not seem like it was worth the effort, but this library greatly simplifies many tasks you'll do later, including reading input from the keyboard and drawing pictures. That's it, you're done. Take a break, and then get ready to learn Java in Endgames.